It's a long way from London to Aberystwyth, Gwynedd. I'd hope you would know that now that you're at the university and all.
You don't have to become so defensive, Father. I merely asked if we had now become lost.
Well, we're not, so there.
How do you know?
Because there is a road sign.
Bethlehem. That's fitting, seeing how it's Christmas Day tomorrow.
Not the village sign, love. That one beyond it.
Oh, Aberystwyth, 47 miles.
We should stop and stretch our legs a bit. No good turning up at your grandmother's fit for nothing.
Uncle Richard won't be at Granny's, will he?
Well, of course. He's my brother, Gwynedd. You think he'll get drunk again, I suppose?
Yes, and then start to go on about politics and tease me about being the only young lady in the family still unspoken for. He's a fool.
Ah, well, just try to be patient. It is Christmas after all. And if he starts to plague you, just let me know and...
And what? You'll end up agreeing with him and the others again, like last time.
Oh, look, Gwynedd, a bric-a-brac shop. Let's go in. I haven't bought anything for your grandmother yet. Can never think what to get her year after year. And the compliments of the season to you, sir.
What did you buy that for? I thought you were a modernist. I mean, it's eerie. Look at it.
I think it's rather splendid. Just think what this crucifix could tell us if it could. It looks very old, and besides, I got a very good price for it. Even you can't deny that your grandmother will love it, especially as it was purchased in Bethlehem. Tibod.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Right on cue.
It's snowing.
I think we should get back to the car. It's really coming down. Hopefully it's just a shower, and as you know, snow can be merciless in mid-Wales. Would have been much more convenient if we were already home before it had started. Come on, you beauty. Can't be far now until the main road.
I said we should have stayed on the other road. It was wider.
Nah, this way is quicker, Gwynedd. You'll see.
You call this quick?
Now listen to me, my girl. Just because you are now regarded as a scholar at a very prestigious London university, which I might add comes at a very high financial cost, does not mean that you can suddenly call into question my judgment where these roads are concerned. I've been travelling on them in one form or another my entire life.
It's always about me attending university, isn't it? Every conversation or slight disagreement there is. You're a scholar, Gwynedd. You should know the answer. Oh, ask Gwynedd. She's bound to know. She's in university, I'll have you know. In London, no less.
You are very privileged to be at that university. The first of any of us to do so. And you'll find the rest of the family are very proud of that fact, so let them brag about it a little, I say. Not one of your friends has been granted that privilege, and not many others from round here would be in your situation either. They simply haven't got the choice.
Well, I had no choice either. You wouldn't let me work with you or even for you at the factory, would you? You're so old-fashioned sometimes. The man with the iron arm says no it is.
I told you before, Gwynedd, I'm not having you working at that factory with all those men. And I earned that name by working very hard, from the age of 12.
Well, what was I to do with my life then? Cook, clean, and darn socks all day like Mam, I suppose.
Your mother could have done anything she wanted with her life. I never would have stopped her. Couldn't have.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
You've certainly got a fighting spirit. And, well, you're quite correct. The life was never on the cards for you, girl.
It's become awfully dark all of a sudden, hasn't it?
Cold too. Put on your coat. It's just there behind you on the back seat.
I can't see it. Where did you say it was?
Oh, look, let me.
Keep your eyes on the road, will you?
In it is, look.
Watch out! Ah!
Are you alright, love?
Yes, I think so. Help me out, will you?
Oh, yes. Oh, Christ. The snow's almost up to my knees. Look, I think it's drifting in the wind now.
What's that light? Over there.
Where? The snow is stinging my eyes, and I seem to have mislaid my spectacles as we reared into that ditch.
Here they are. Now look. Over there, between those trees, about 2 fields away. It's hard to make out through the falling snow, but there's an orange light. Can you see?
Yes, but I do think we're better off trying to pull the car back onto the road, Simon.
Don't be ridiculous, Father. Look at the position of it. Almost on its side, and the conditions are getting worse by the minute. Surely even you will admit to that observation.
Oh, very well. No need to be sarcastic, my dear.
Oh, touche, Father. Now kindly help me over the fence. Whoever designed this dress obviously never imagined it would be worn in such a scenario as this. Are you quite alright there?
Oh, I'd be a darn sight better off without having to carry these cases of yours. What on earth is inside to make them so heavy?
A girl has to have the necessities in life to make an impression, Father. Don't you think? Look.
Yes, well, I assumed it was a house, of course. A large one at that. I'm surprised we haven't seen it from the road earlier, before it got so dark.
There's more than one light on. They're probably having a Christmas Eve party. Come on, one more push and we'll be there.
Oh, thank God. It's so much harder traipsing through the snow as I'd remembered. Now look, I don't want you to get overexcited in there. Just try and behave like a young lady of your age and position. Will you, please?
Ugh. Here's a sign. Look.
Yes. Bethlehem House. How very apt.
Yes.
Good evening, sir. I'm very sorry to intrude on your household like this, but our car is stuck in a ditch beside the road down there. And as you can see, the weather has taken a turn for the worse since.
I will inform the master of the house, Lord Pepper, of your plight. Please come in and wait, sir, miss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's Love Day, sir.
Love Day. Very kind, I'm sure. I'm Mr. John Robert Jones of Aberystwyth, and this is my daughter Gwyneth.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir. Miss, please wait here while I inform the Lord of your presence.
What was all that?
All what? I was just being polite to Gwyneth.
Mr. John Robert Jones of Aberystwyth.
You have to know how to act around people of higher standards, my girl.
He's the butler.
Yes, but take a look at this place, won't you? Obviously, gentry.
Still a bit old-fashioned, wasn't it?
Not within these old manor houses, Gwyneth. Surely you talk to your superiors at university with respect.
Yes, of course, but not like a passage from an old novel, and I always try to. Oh, Love Day, you gave me a fright.
Lord and Lady Pepper will see you now, in the grand sitting room. If you would please follow me, sir, miss.
Yes, Loveday, for bloody hell's sake, enter.
Mr. John Robert Jones of Aberystwyth, accompanied by his daughter, Miss Gwyneth Robert Jones, my lord.
Thank you, Loveday. I'll take it from here.
Oh, please, Lord Pepper, don't get up on our account.
Nonsense, Mr. Jones. If I do not move around occasionally, the sherry will not have a chance to reach the port. She knows.
Gwyneth, please.
Mr. Jones, may I call you John?
Of course, your lordship.
Please, call me Edward, or Eddie even if you like. But please never Ed. Only Rosie gets to use me Ed. Isn't that right, dear? Sorry. John and Gwyneth, is it? May I introduce my wife, Lady Margaret Rose Pepper, or Rosie as I'm sure you've just ascertained. And this gorgeously swollen creature is Evelyn White, the daughter of my dear departed brother-in-arms, Colonel Gerald Solomon. She is staying with us indefinitely following the sad loss of her husband at the beginning of the year. Another casualty of another pointless war, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Evelyn. Will this be your first child?
The child is due to join us on Christmas Day. You've already met Anthony Loveday, our ever-so-professional butler, and skulking over there in the corner is his wife, Mrs. Loveday, who assists us with the same level of diligence as her husband. And will later on, after serving up a scrumptious fish supper, be entertaining us with some seasonal music alongside her husband, who will be accompanying her by banging an assortment of bottles with a metal spoon. However, her banjo fingering is superb, I can tell you.
I do apologise for my daughter's silliness, your lordy. Sorry, lords. I mean, Eddie, sorry.
Nonsense. She's high-spirited, I can see that. Yes, I can see that. But where are my manners? Loveday, they're coats. Please come and sit down, you must be perishing. More logs for the fire, please, Mrs. Loveday. Let's all sit down and get to know our new friends a little better with some more sherry, I think. Loveday!
Very good, my lord.
That was a wonderful supper, Eddie. I would very much like to thank Mrs. Loveday when she's finished playing.
I wonder if you might suggest a hostelry close by that would put us up for the night, lords. Eddie.
My dear boy, there's nothing remotely like that for miles. No, you must stay here for the foreseeable. Loveday, would you kindly gather... Loveday! Would you kindly gather our guest belongings and arrange them accordingly into the guest rooms upstairs?
Very well, my lord.
Well, thank you very kindly for your hospitality, Lord Eddie. Sorry, Edward, lordship.
For bloody hell's sake, man, just call me Edward or Lord. Just decide on one and stick to it.
What about grandmother and the others? They'll be waiting for us in Aberystwyth.
I wonder... Edward, if I may use your telephone, our family will be wondering what has kept us.
Ah, that could be a little tricky. Isn't that right, Mrs. Loveday? Mrs. Loveday!
What? Oh yeah, lines are down.
But never mind. Mrs. Loveday, more brandy.
Brandy this, Mrs. Loveday that. Stupid flirking Schmidt.
Oh, well, thank you, Edward. That really is most kind.
John, think nothing of it. Cigar? Loveday? Oh, damn. He's upstairs. Rosie, dear, would you mind?
Thank you, your ladyship.
Rosie, please.
Thank you, Pookie.
Ooh, cheeky.
Lovely. Nothing like sucking on a good Cuban. What do you say, John?
Quite. I never fail to be struck with awe at the enormity of Mother Nature.
Say what?
Well, the way in which the snow fell, so rapidly and aggressively, it was atrocious and became impassable in what seemed like a matter of moments. I've never seen it so bad.
Well, it's a sign, John. A Christmas Eve miracle. Say what?
What?
Gwyneth.
Ha ha! Yes, tomorrow will indeed be a celebration of the greatest day in the world's history. And fate brought you two along for the ride. Wonderful. Anyway, I'm pooped, so I'm buggering off to bed. Loveday will show you to your rooms.
When you're ready, sir. Miss, this way.
There's something strange about these people, Father.
Hush, child. Without their hospitality tonight, we would be still stuck in the car, developing hypothermia, no doubt.
Yes, I understand that. But Lady Pepper, Rosie, kept staring at me all evening with an unnerving grin on her face. And that Lord Edward, what a way to act in front of guests. And poor Evelyn, she was so quiet and fearful looking.
She's in mourning for her husband, Gwyneth, and the lords and ladies are simply kind and generous hosts. You're just not used to people like them yet.
I don't think I ever will be.
Don't be so ungrateful, child.
Very well. Oh, and Father, please stop calling me a child.
Your room, miss.
Oh, thank you, Loveday. And where will my father be sleeping?
Just down the hall away, miss.
Good night then, Father. Mwah.
Sweet dreams, love.
This way, sir.
Oh, it's no good. I can't sleep. What was that?
You drop that candelabra tomorrow, Loveday, and I'll bloody drop you from a great height.
Very good, my lord.
It's not very sodding good, though, is it? Now let's get on with it.
What are they doing?
I, along with your other faithful servants, gather here on this night of nights to welcome to this land and sea your sent spawn of wrath. I call on thee.
I call on thee.
I call on thee.
I call on thee.
What on earth? Father. Father, wake up!
What is it? What's wrong?
It's the Lord and Lady and Loveday and his wife. They're downstairs, all dressed in purple and black robes. Evelyn is there as well, and she's just standing there in her nightdress, and as if in a trance.
What are you talking about? You've been dreaming. Go back to sleep.
I haven't been asleep. They're performing some sort of ritual.
Ritual, you say?
Yes, come with me, quietly, mind, along the hall. You can see it for yourself. It's in the darkness, so they won't see us if we look through the banister on the top of the staircase. There they are, you see.
I haven't got my spectacles, so I can't see a damn thing. Sorry, dear, I swore.
They're bringing Evelyn forward, towards the big dining table that has lots of candles on it.
Yes?
She's in some sort of trance. I swear. Her face, it's like she's not even there.
Who's that mumbling? Is it the Lord? What's he saying? I can't make anything of it.
He's reading from a large book that looks ancient. Oh,
What?
now he seems to be anointing Evelyn with blood.
Blood?
Yes, he's pouring blood from some sort of chalice held above his head and over hers.
What was that?
Shh, quiet! The Lord has ripped away Evelyn's night dress.
Bloody spectacles.
Father,
Sorry, dear. Ouch. I hit my head on the banisters trying to get the better view.
Father, they've heard us.
Just stay still, my dear. Let's go. Back to my room. As soon as it's light, we're getting out of here. Even if we have to walk to the rest of the way tablet ourselves. We will. We will.
I say, old girl, you've done a mighty fine job of this fat bird, I must say.
I agree. Mrs. Loveday, you have surpassed yourself this year.
Well, thank you, madam, sir.
What do you think, John? Not bad for an old bird, eh?
Yes. The goose is very good. Thank you, Edwards.
Loveday tells me there was some sort of commotion this morning. The old soak says you were trying to leave us.
I simply wanted some air, your lordship.
With your bags and daughter in tow?
Well, what were you all doing down here last night?
Ah. Loveday, the brandy.
But, sir, the pudding.
The brandy, Loveday, now.
Lord Pepper, I'm sure what my daughter refers to is none of our...
Please, John. I know exactly what she's referring to. She is a spirited girl, and despite the obvious lack of discipline, I commend you for that.
Ah, do you now?
Yes, I do, my dear. And what's more, I tell you for why, if you are willing to listen. Very well. What you witnessed last night was a dress rehearsal. The main event will start tonight. Tonight is the night of nights. The night of everlasting night. The night of the second coming of our Lord and Saviour via the sacred womb of our darling Evelyn here. And you both will have the ultimate honour of witnessing the great event for yourselves. No need to thank me.
Lord Pepper, I must protest. Surely you cannot be in the right minds to believe that tonight.
Night of everlasting night.
Yes, will be the first time of the second coming. For example, how will you know Evelyn will give birth specifically tonight?
Oh, that's nothing, John. It's just like lambing season. We'll cut it out of her. It's all part of the ritual.
Yesy graced. Jesus Christ.
No, John. I'm afraid you're mistaken. We are not awaiting the coming of the Nazarene. We are preparing for the rise of our Lord and Master, Satan. And you, my dear, will have the privilege of mothering him for the infant years.
Father?
Lord Pepper, I'm not having any of this. I have been a polite and grateful guest, but I am a Welshman, and I will not stand for this atrocity to take place in the heart of my country. I, together with the grace of God, will put an end to your plans immediately. And what's more, I will leave this place and darkness, taking my daughter and the poor child's Evelyn with me.
Oh, John.
Loveday's behind me, isn't he?
Mrs. Loveday, actually.
With a shotgun?
Mm-hmm.
Bugger.
Father!
Sorry, dear.
Right, miss. Let's be having you.
Take your hands off her, you!
Mrs. Loveday, take the father to the library and lock him up.
No! Release me, you brute!
You would be wise, my dear, to shut up. Unless you would prefer a gag as well as your hands tied.
Be strong, my dear. Goodness will always prevail. The Almighty will show me the way.
The way to the bloody library, yes. Loveday, take her to the drawing room and watch her. Looks like we'll have to bring tonight's proceedings forward slightly.
Very good, my lord.
Let go!
Let's be having you.
Well, there's a turn of events, Ed.
Have you been sitting there knitting the whole time, my dear?
Well, yes, I'm just on the finishing touches. Baby will need it soon enough.
Quite. Oh well, I suppose the ritual will have to begin before the cheese and biscuits then, my sweet.
I suppose.
Shame. I was looking forward to a bit of carfilly.
Hard cheese, Ed.
Oh, very good, my dear. Yes, hard cheese.
There must be a way out of this room. Too high to get out the window, and the damn door is locked tight. My God! All these books are the Whore of Babylon, Witchcraft and Demonology, The Occult and Magic, Devil May Rise. This one's big and looks very old. There's something in here. It's written notes, some of which is in English. This sounds very like what I heard being said from Lord Pepper last night. Let's see.
There's no point struggling, miss.
Yes, do as Loveday says and sit still. There's a good girl.
Right. How are we looking? Haven't you tied her to that chair yet, Loveday? Come on, man, we haven't got all night. Good. Now turn her towards me. Now, my dear, please watch the medallion. That's it. From side to side. Listen to the sound of my voice, and all will be well with you and your father. Listen to the sound of my voice. The sound of my voice. The sound of my voice.
My God! Some of these illustrations are abominable. Oh, my poor Gwyneth, down there, in amongst of the mists of evil. What manner of man publishes such blasphemous tripe? My God! He has shown me the way.
What was that now?
What was what, darling?
That bloody loud noise from upstairs, you defo... Loveday, check on Mr. Robert Jones, will you? And be quick about it. Now come on, let's get on with it.
Up and down the stairs all bloody day long. What you been up to in here then, Mr. Robert? Oh!
Now that'll teach you. Didn't see that coming, eh? Tibbons? They shouldn't be able to see me here, in the darkness. But this time, I can see everything. Gwyneth. Good gods, she looks just like her mother in that nightdress. Oh, darling Gwyneth, what have they done to you? Every sense of my being is telling me to bound down these stairs and release my daughters from this coven of evilness. But I must be thoughtful. Use these hateful notes to follow the repulsive actions of the demonic devotees as they carry out their unholy ritual. Wait. They're untying Gwyneth on the chair. She is in a trance, induced by the Lord, no doubt, and is joining Lady Pepper at the side of the makeshift altar where Evelyn lies motionless and naked. There must be something I can do. Oh God, give me knowledge and understanding and give me strength so I can put a stop to this. My God, he has a dagger. I can't believe my eyes. He has run her through, slain the poor creature, caused her undoubted death. Dear God, he now rips the wound and opens her swollen belly.
Take the dagger, Rosie.
Yes, dear.
His hands are inside her womb now. He pulls and pulls until he holds aloft an infant like no other I have ever seen. It bears the heads and legs of a goat. Good God! Good God! Enough! Iron Arm, don't fail me now! Receive this crucifix in the name of God, whom compels you! Gwyneth! Come, my dear! Gwyneth! Come, my dear! Are you unharmed?
Father?
Put your arm around my neck. We're leaving this unholy place. It's not far. Look, the front door is opened. By the grace of God!
No, you don't.
Ah, it's Mrs. Loveday!
And she's armed again!
Stop pointing that gun at us and let us pass! You old hag!
You've ruined everything. My master and mistress lie in flames of hideous righteousness. Now you will die.
I don't think so.
Ah, my banjo. Give it to me.
Put that gun down and you can have it.
Give me my banjo.
Gwyneth! Gwyneth! What on earth are you doing?
Pick up the gun, Father! Pick up the gun!
Oh! Very well. Now what?
Point it at it!
Ye Christos me tessa eep. I have Carpathian gypsy blood running through my veins. I hereby declare that from this day forth, you will be made to suffer the worst times this world will ever face, and once again be privy to the second coming of the one true Lord and Master, Satan, who will cast you down to hell where you will perish in torment for eternity. Ying tong diddle I fo.
I've heard enough of this. Shoot her, Father!
What? No, I couldn't.
Very well, give it here then.
Spinach, Twiggy.
Oh, shut your face and have some of this, you crazy old bitch.
Gwyneth! No!
Hey, Di. Take a look at the old classic car in the ditch there.
Juju, 2/3 covered in snow. It must have got stuck in last night's blizzard.
Bugger me, Di. There's a couple of people in there. Look, they're all cutched up tight together. Poor buggers.
Do you think they're dead, Moss?
Well, the windows are still steamed up, so someone was breathing in there fairly recently. Let's find out.
Moss, she's moving. Look.
Aye, and him too. I'll get the door opened. You get back to the wagon and turn up the heating and we'll get them both into the cab.
Aye. All right, Moss.
And get a couple of those foil blankets from the first aid kit. We'll give them something hot from your thermos.
All right, Moss.
Hey, this one's like you, Guy.
Ah?
Likes a cigarette. Stinking of smoke, the two of them.
Ah, aye. Mr. Robert Jones, would you like a roll-up?
No, thank you. I don't really. Well, maybe a pipe occasionally.
Oh,
Travelling to Aberystwyth, you say, Mr. Robert Jones? Well, we can get you there. It's on our route.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
will your daughter have some hot coffee?
Thank you. No. I'll let her sleep a little longer.
Aye, she's still shivering. Look,
That's a good sign, Di. Means she's warming up. It's getting nice and cosy in here now.
Yes. Clever that. You fellas with the army, are you?
Army? No. We're just clearing and gritting the main roads. Someone's got to do it. Even on Christmas Day.
double time, mind.
Yes, double time. Listen, how long have you two been out here? Well, in the car, I mean, innit?
On your way to a fancy dress party, were you?
Nice touch, mind. Your classic car and all.
Last night, we were at this big house near the top of the hill back there. And there was no party, I assure you. And the car is only 3 years old. It's a 44.
But there's no houses anywhere along this road anymore. Isn't that right, Di?
I can only think of one old house around these parts. Yes, I remember it when I was a kid. But the ruins were torn down back in the 70s. The place kept attracting a load of hippies. Yes, I remember now. It had been abandoned since the 40s because some old lord or whatever managed to burn most of the place down. One Christmas Eve, as it happened. No one else took it up afterwards. We were told to stay away as kids. Locals always said it was cursed. Now what was it called?
It wasn't Bethlehem House by any chance?
Yes, it was. That's it. How do you know that?
And the Christmas Eve fire happened in 1947, you say?
Yes, around that time, I reckon. Before my time, I'm afraid.
So, what year is it now?
Ha ha, he's having a laugh with me, Moss.
Or still in shock, Di?
Just tell me, man. What year are we in?
Alright, mate. Let's keep it civil.
It's okay, Moss. Well, we're just about a week away, but are still currently in 2020.
And what a terrible bloody year it's been, too. Bring on 2021, I say.
You will be made to suffer the worst times this world will ever face.
Father?
Bethlehem House was written and directed by Richard Ireland. Ben Deans Ireland played Mr. John Robert Jones. Jasmine Deans Ireland played Miss Gwyneth Robert Jones. Richard Ireland played Lord Edward Pepper. Ira Ireland played Lady Margaret Rose Pepper. Michael Ireland played Anthony Loveday, the butler. Jackie Ireland played Joan Loveday, the maid, the butler's wife. Richard Ireland played Driver 1, Moss. Michael Ireland played Driver 2, Di. Recorded solely on location at Havant Commies Cork, Aberystwyth, Ceredigion, Wales, UK. Original score by Richard Ireland. John and Gwyneth will return on Christmas Eve 2023.